Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is the horror show that happened on a Carnival cruise line. I don't know if you guys heard about this or not. Have you ever been on a cruise ship? I have, and I never again. Seriously, never again. I get seasickness. I don't care how big the boat is. Never again. So passengers that were aboard this Carnival Sunshine had the most nightmarish experience as this cruise liner attempted to return to its home port in Charleston. And the cruise ship was battered by rough seas and powerful winds and flooding the lower decks. And the situation worsened late Friday night into early Saturday when passengers saw crew members putting on life jackets. That alone would scare the bejesus out of me. Yeah. So Bloomberg, their ship tracking data shows the vessel, it was zigzagging off the coast of Charleston while a low pressure storm slammed the ship with a monster wave and 80-mile-per-hour winds. Now there was a passenger and his name is Daniel Taylor, and he shared his terrifying experience between Friday evening and mid-Saturday. And this is what he said. Around 4:30 p.m. on Friday, the trip took a turn for the worse as the ship approached choppy waters. Just 15 minutes later, the captain made an announcement that due to the adverse weather conditions, the Sunshine may arrive back in Charleston later than it was scheduled to. He said that the staff would do everything that they could to minimize the discomfort, and then he said that shortly after that, vomit bags were being put out in the elevators. By 7 p.m., the ship started hitting large swells of water. He said, I went to a show in the liquid lounge at the front of the ship at the time. The sounds of the crashing into the swells could be heard over the music playing. Stage lights mounted on the ceiling began to shake, and the disco ball started swinging, and the LED wall on the stage, which he said was about 20 to 30 feet high, tall and wide, began rolling side by side on its own. About 8 p.m., the staff started closing off and evacuating all the public deck areas. And just about an hour later, he said he went to the buffet where he saw plates and cups starting to topple. He then returned to his room on the second level of the ship, where he watched as a glass chalice fell off the counter and then shattered. Throughout this time, Taylor said that the ship was still traveling at 11 knots an hour, only reducing speed to 5 knots an hour at 11:15 p.m. when the winds started hitting the ship at 80 miles an hour. At this point, he said, the captain turned the ship from the sailing northwest toward Charleston to head northeast, heading directly into the eye of the storm. Oh my God, I've got goosebumps. Taylor also said he watched as the cabin across from him starting to leak from the ceiling, and told how there were no announcements from the crew. Around 2 a.m., he said the staff changed the television screens to a standby announcement, thereby wiping off the screen showing the direction the ship was traveling and how fast. He said, we were no longer able to see where we were going, how fast we were going, and what the wind speed was or anything. We were blind to what was going on, especially with no weather or course update since 4:45 p.m. the previous day. This was also around the time our internet went out, so we were not able to look at the weather online or contact anyone. At this point, we were hitting large swells over and over, and they had to be anywhere from 10 to 20 feet. Meanwhile, he said he saw crew members wearing life jackets. It wasn't until 7:30 a.m. when he said that the cruise director came on the air and made an announcement that they were outside of Charleston Harbor, but could not dock as scheduled. The ship arrived at the port at 5:30 p.m. Saturday night, more than 9 hours after it was scheduled to dock. And another passenger posted on Facebook saying, I believe the Carnival Sunshine ship is in trouble. The ship is stopped and we are sitting ducks with huge waves and 50 to 70 knots of wind somewhere off the coast of Georgia, Florida, locked down in our rooms. Please pray. The passenger also continued to say, I'm scared. The ship will not, the ship is still stopped. No communications from captain or staff. TV is out with message. Public announcement, please stand by. The winds are hurricane gale force wind and ship is leaning on the left, to the left. I believe the captain was trying to outrun the storm. Bad decision. I'm sure we will be breaking news tomorrow. So then there was another passenger, Sharon. She tweeted, after 14 hours of high winds, rain, and massive waves, the ship took a hit from a wave that sounded like the ship split in two. Oh. After nearly a day of hell, the cruise ship arrived in Charleston on Saturday evening. The vessel is back on the seas, sailing on a 5-day Bahama cruise. What? Did you guys see what I saw with all of that water and everything everywhere? What do you mean it's back on the seas? No. Oh my God. No. Wow. That, you want to talk about scary. Wow. I wouldn't be going anywhere anytime soon. That's danger. Whoa. You wouldn't even be able to keep your head on a swivel. You wouldn't even be able to know your surroundings. You wouldn't be able to know anything that's going on around you. That is way too scary. I would not be able to trust anything while aboard a ship like that. No. No. Wow, that's scary. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.